You're dead asleep in a silent house when your cat suddenly darts across the room like they've been fired out of a cannon, parkouring off the headboard and drifting across the hardwood floors. This behavior has fueled the long-standing myth that domestic cats are nocturnal creatures who simply prefer to hunt and play while the rest of the world sleeps, nocturnal chronotype. This leaves us with a biological puzzle. If they aren't wired for the night, what internal trigger is forcing this Olympic-level athletic explosion the moment the household powers down? To find the trigger, we have to look past the modern living room and toward the evolutionary wild, where cats exist as crepuscular predators. Derived from the Latin word for twilight, a crepuscular rhythm means the animal is most active at dawn and dusk. Feline ancestors evolved to hunt during these specific hours to match the peak activity of birds and rodents, hardwiring their bodies to surge with arousal as the light shifts. This chart shows energy banking. Hunting requires massive speed, so cats sleep 16 hours, hoarding calories for a single sprint. Indoors, this metabolic drive hits a wall. Sleeping undisturbed all day, they accumulate an extreme kinetic surplus with no natural outlet. By the time the sun sets and the internal crepuscular clock rings, the cat possesses a maximum capacity energy bank, but faces zero physical demands. Feline biology demands a 7-step predatory cycle: hunt, stalk, pounce, kill, eat, groom, sleep. The first 4 phases physically drain their banked energy. Eating and grooming then trigger deep recovery. But placing a food bowl down erases the hunt, skipping directly to eat. This broken cycle leaves the cat's body in a state of high arousal. They have the metabolic reward of the meal, but none of the preceding exhaustion, resulting in unresolved physical tension. This need for energy discharge can even be triggered by a trip to the litter box. Vagus nerve stimulation during elimination produces a pulse of euphoria, sometimes called poophoria, which, combined with an ancestral instinct to flee the scent of waste, forces a sudden, frantic release of banked energy. Midnight zoomies represent the explosive, involuntary physical discharge of a hunt that never actually happened. A cat sprinting across the bed at 3 a.m. is a healthy animal expressing ancient instincts trapped in a restrictive environment. We can manage this behavior by manually hacking the predatory cycle to align with our own sleep schedules. The key is to repair the broken sequence right before we turn out the lights. By using a wand toy to simulate the missing steps, we force the cat to physically exert themselves. They need to stalk, pounce, and eventually kill the toy to drain their energy bank. Following that play session immediately with a meal provides the biological closer. As shown here, the ingestion of food triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, chemically signaling the body to begin the grooming and sleep phases. Actively honoring the twilight predator in our homes satisfies their ancient biology and allows us to finally reclaim our own restful nights.